उनका पोस्ट देखा आपने, वहां आपने न्यूज पढ़ा, व्हाट्सएप में वीडियो देखा, फेसबुक पे देखा. Everybody just seems so happy, so sorted, so balanced. Everywhere and everyone around you are just so good and just so fine. And how have they got the mantra? How have they figured it all out themselves? While I haven't. So what's going on? If this is the way you're thinking and this is the way you feel, I get it. But everything that shines is not gold. Just because you see someone's post being in a particular way doesn't mean that person has reached the levels of perfection. It is the audio video art. So my dear, this is the thing. Stop comparing. Stop comparing your life with anyone else's. Just learn this art of understanding this, that you have a life running in your head. If there is a particular way that you feel, then you should understand and develop that strength inside you to be able to voice it out. Just feeling it in your heart and mind is not good enough. You have to speak about it, right? Yeah, I know. Sometimes people will think that you are going against their views. ये आपके संस्कार में नहीं है. Do you get that? Well, I've got that a lot in my growing. And then that starts to run deep in our system in such a way that without your permission, they are actually forming your character. They spring up when I am with my friends, when you are with your colleagues, when you are in your workplace. And now it's actually getting a little irritating. Why? Because it pokes its nose every time, and I'm not able to live my external life in the way I want to. How would you? Because what is life really? Life is a sense of satisfaction. Life is a sense of internal balance. Life is something where I am comforted by my own tendencies internally. That is life, my dear. Not what you see, not what you hear. Those are changeabilities. They change with people. Your eyes are just showing you. You are the one who is giving the meaning of what your eyes are seeing, correct? So, if there is a world in your head and you are trying to contradict it every second, how do you think you're going to be living a nice, successful life? You cannot, right? So, what is winning? What is actually winning? Not winning a battle. We don't have an external battle to fight. What is it that you need to win in the first place? Your own comfort, your own sense of being, where you learn the art of accepting your own self. If you are not confident of what your mind is talking to you, of what your mind is telling you, of what you are experiencing, please explain to me who else will be. Who else will be comfortable with you if you are not comfortable with your own mind? So, my dear, learn to trust yourself. Learn to voice out. Learn to talk about what you're feeling. Maybe that might really be good not only for you, but a lot of people around you. Don't be scared of being judged. Don't be scared that you will be rude to someone. You can't. You will definitely be rude to someone if you cheat yourself by posing to be a person that you're not. Run through what exactly your mind wants you to do. Is it advisable? Is it reasonable? Is it not comforting? What is it? If your answers are in affirmation, that it is reasonable, it is not anything wrong, it is not hurting anybody, please go out there and speak it out. What you need to be worried about is how are you speaking it out. The language that you use, the words that you choose, your body language, all of that has to be minus emotions. If it is backed with emotions, you will make a mistake. You will slip. And that's not good. Why? Because that's when your fears will come to life. What kind of fears? That the opposite person is not thinking good about you. The opposite person might just land up judging you. These two things that you really don't want for yourself, because of which you were not communicating in the first place. So now, my dear, let's start to live our lives, living through our minds, not creating a contradiction for ourselves in our heads. Otherwise, you would be a split personality, and that is a disease. Remember, we don't want to go down that track, my darling. We just don't want to. Stop before that happens. Stop before that becomes a disease. Stop before you need to start to treat it. So let's do it right now. Go through this process with your paper and pen, right? And after you've understood this, again, make a list. How do I put this thing through? How do I say this? Feel conviction in your heart about everything that you're doing. Trust yourself before anyone else can do that, right? You just have to stand up for yourself. What am I saying? Am I asking you to go out there and fight for your rights or something like that? No. Rights will rightfully come to you at the right time if you are in the right direction with your right thought process. As simple as that. As simple as that. Become a one-time person, transparent, one-stop shop, no dual personality. जो बाहर है, सो अंदर है. जो अंदर है, सो बाहर है. And it's okay. All you need to be clear about and be careful about is how are you bridging that gap of andar and bahar. That has to be with a lot of sanity, with a lot of clear-mindedness. Over and above that, you're good to go, my dear. And then you will see how good your life is. Life meaning your internal life, whereby you'll have a good sleep every night. You will enjoy a cup of coffee that you take every morning. The lovely relationships that you will experience. The lovely work time that you will have. An amazing career, and so on and so forth. With which, along with, I am here to bless you, to guide you, and to be with you all the time, my dear. So be fearless, stand for yourself, and go for it. God bless and love you.